Okay, for this part of the road test, we're going to take the Jupiter Defiant and run it through the 5 pedal assist modes and run it up the incline that is the access road for this beach. So there's the incline. See, it heads up that hill. It's not super steep, but it's decent length. We'll run it in the 5 modes. Remember, first mode is around 12 miles an hour, and each additional mode is about another 3 miles an hour, up to 23, 24 miles an hour. So we see how the bike does in pedal assist modes going up the incline. Okay, so first test is going to be pedal assist mode 1. We're going to head up this hill. Okay, I mean, you're getting a little bit of assistance here, but I gotta stand and crank up the hill. So it's still a pretty dang good workout. Starting to feel the burn. So we finished the climb in pedal assist mode 1. Had to do it standing up and to maintain about 10 miles an hour. So now let's take a look at using pedal assist mode 3. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do pedal assist mode 3 now. See how it goes. Okay, so I'm still able to sit down and pedal and head up the hill and go at this pace of almost 10 miles an hour, but still feeling a little resistance. Now remember, pedal assist mode 3 in theory should take me about 18 miles an hour on the flats. So it's not gonna get you to 18 going up this hill, but at least I'm not standing up. So definitely making it up a lot quicker than in mode 1. Almost there. And again, still sitting down, so I haven't had to stand up and get out and pedal hard. But I am a little winded. Pedal assist mode 3 definitely helped. Let's look at pedal assist mode 5. We're gonna try pedal assist mode 5 up this hill. See how we do. Okay, so far actually 0 resistance. Okay, actually feels like I'm riding on the flats. Not much of a exertion at all up this hill in assist mode 5. Oh, I like this. Okay, so far up this hill, I haven't actually felt any burn. It really feels like I'm just riding on flat ground. Of course, I'm not going 25 miles an hour, but also I'm spending more energy talking than I'm actually pedaling. So that's good. Okay, going downhill, 25, 30 miles an hour. Pretty stable. Brake seems to be working okay. All right. So this was not part of the original road test. If In fact, as you can see, this is an off-road test. I'll spare you what it looked like when I tried to go up the hill. I wasn't set up correctly, so that was not very pretty. Not to mention, using a camera on your chest made it very bouncy and hard to see. But this is what it was like to come down the hill. I did come down pretty slow, but the bike handled it pretty well with the different divots and crevices. And it's not super steep, but it worked. Okay, now that concludes the first part of our road test, which is climbing. As you saw, the Jupiter Defiant did decent in pedal assist mode 1. It helped, but you definitely had to stand up and help crank up the hill. But in pedal assist mode 5, I was able to get to 12, 15 miles an hour without actually putting a whole lot of effort into the pedals. So that's definitely a big plus. Now, if I've been out riding for 5, 10 miles around the hilly neighborhood and had the pedal assist, I think that would make that ride quite a bit more enjoyable, as well as allow me to just not resist going out for a ride. So that part of it, I think, is very psychologically beneficial. In terms of going downhill, it's a pretty heavy bike. More specifically, it's relatively rigid and stable. And so going down the hill, in the video you saw, it was about 25 miles an hour. I didn't capture it, but several of the other times when I went down the hill, I did get it up to about 35 miles an hour, and it was pretty steady. It was fine. In terms of going down the dirt hill, I did go down pretty slow because the bike does not have any suspension, so it's a little rough from that perspective. But going down slow, it was fine. The brakes held, so that's important. More importantly, the tires held as well. Now, the slope was not very loose gravel, so I didn't get into a fishtail situation. But nonetheless, it was still gravelly. It was still dirt, and the knobby tires did hold. Now, I don't have the video, well, I'm sparing you the video of me trying to go up the hill. Part of it is I don't think it was set right. And two, wearing the camera on my chest to try to go up the hill, that video image was just very, very shaky, so I don't want to give you motion sickness. But in the end, going up the hill was not as successful as going down the hill. So all in all, I'm pretty happy with the Defiant's ability to climb hills. Now, I didn't take it out for a 10-mile ride in that particular neighborhood where there's a lot of hills, ups and downs, to see what kind of battery usage I would experience. But I suspect it'll be fairly similar to the next part of the review, which is doing the road test for a long ride. So with that, I thank you for watching. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Hit the like button if you liked it. Share it. Comment. I'd love to hear from you. And look out for the next part of the road test review, which we're going to look at going top speed and see how far we can get before we use up all the battery. And then just pedal assist mode 1 or 2 and see if we can get a good 30, 40 miles without losing all the battery. So be on the lookout for that video. And until next time, cheers.